Allow me to hit you with a curveball here in this episode. I'd like to compare your mind to a toaster. So let me explain, because I know it may sound funny, but if you put a piece of bread in a toaster, it's gonna give you out a toast, right? In, out. Well, the mind is just like that. It's just like a toaster. You have a mind, and it's gonna give you thoughts. A toaster gives toast, a mind gives thoughts. That's its function. That's what it does. Everything has its own nature. Well, same applies to your mind and your heart. Your heart will give you emotions. That's their job, so to speak. That's what they do. Now, the problem is, we pay so much attention to what our mind has to say and what our hearts have to emote as emotions, that we get loose in it. We lose ourselves in what they have to say, really, literally. We pay so much attention, so much focus to what the mind and the heart are saying that we forget about the bigger picture or who we even are in the first place. So I'd like to invite you to ponder on this correlation that I'm trying to make here between a toaster and your mind. And truly realize that, it will create thoughts all the time about anything and everything. And when I start paying too much attention to what it's saying, then forget about any good intention. I'll just lose it all, and I get sucked in the vicious cycle of my mind. So you don't need to do much. I'm not gonna prescribe any tools or techniques or whatnot about that. But I'm gonna tell you to listen to it. Not listen meaning I'm going to listen to what it says and I'm going to act on it. No. Quite the opposite, actually. Just listen. Pay attention. Observe. Know what it's saying. But most importantly, know that you don't have to go with it. You don't have to do what your mind says. Or you don't have to continue being in this vicious cycle about the story you made up in your own mind, and then the emotions that your heart is sending up to your mind, and then those two work in cahoots, right? They were self-sabotaging you, so to speak, most of the time. You don't have to go with that. But you certainly can listen and watch and observe and take a step back. And as the masters say, this shall pass too. It's going to come down. It's going to go back to its equilibrium, its equanimity. And from there, I can assure you that whatever that needs to be done will be much nicer, let's put it this way, than what it could have been if you would have listened to the mind in the first place. So just watch, listen, take your time, take a step back. Might not be able to do that all the time in any given situation, but when you can, do so. And that becomes your practice. And just by doing that, slowly but surely, you'll notice that you are getting much better at not fusing with the mind and the thoughts and the heart and the emotions and whatnot that it has to say and show for. And that's it. That's your practice.